Here we are, alive and in Stone Tech Labs, finishing off a hash joint and taking a look at this box we got here. Yeah, I figure it's about time we get into this preview, I guess, unboxing of this light here. Before I even do that, I just want to say that I'm not into the freebie thing or nothing like that there. This company contacted me, wanted me to test their light up against what I'm currently using and see how it does. I did turn them down quite a few times, but they were very polite and persistent and very respectful, big time compared to the other companies. So yeah, I gotta give a big hats off to Spider Farmer for yeah, being so polite and being so persistent. Yeah, they're pretty well the only company that actually went on and looked at my videos to see a little bit about what I was about. But right off top here, let's get right into it. Packaging, very happy with so far what I see. Tape across the bottom of the box, just like everybody does. But I like seeing these seams here on the corners being taped up. Extra added protection, makes the box a lot more stable, and yeah, helps stop things from blowing out. Yeah, another thing with this here is I'm gonna give you my 100% honest opinion. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But so far, everything fits very nice and snug inside the packaging, which is very nice to see. The main board here not put into a bag is not so cool. This board here should definitely be placed into a bag for protection amongst a few things. As for the board itself, the quality looks pretty decent. The coating is, you know, it's nice and hard. It's doesn't have a rubbery texture, doesn't feel like it's going to come off or anything. But I will say the board, I don't know if that's picking it up or not, but it's, well, my fingerprints are on it now too, but there's factory fingerprints and a bit of dirt on there. Yeah, so something like that there should be clean, put into a bag so that it would stay clean, and then, yeah, placed in this beautiful packaging. Because I must say, the packaging itself, they did do a great job. And on to the back side of it here. That's where you start to see a lot more of the dirt and stuff that should have been cleaned off prior to mounting anything. But going on from there, I do like seeing the driver standoffs. Drivers do create, depending on the driver, could be most of the heat out of the whole system. And you don't want that transferring directly to your heatsink, which is going to transfer it right to the diodes below. And the same thing here for the control box. They have it on a standoff, which is awesome. Me personally, seeing a control box on the light, awesome. Drivers to me should definitely on these board type systems should be remote. Onto the connector here, very nice, very snug, very tight. But I will go over and mention to you what I did see when I got it. This screw right here was actually loose and flopping around inside the box. That is a quality control thing. No other screws were loose or even close to it. In fact, the other screws were tight enough that this driver didn't budge at all. So yeah, just needs to be either torqued or some Loctite to maintain them, keep them in place. Yeah, kind of a minor thing, but it's just quality control when it comes down the line. And yeah, it's something that a lot of companies actually have to deal with. It's good to see the cord is in a bubble bag, so you don't have this cord in and going around kind of damaging things. Beautiful. This connector here was one of the other issues that I did find, and it's these two end pieces here just weren't clamped down quite tight enough. They're kind of funny because if you cramp them down too tight, it puts too much pressure on the wire, and that's not good. If you don't cramp them on tight enough, the wire's loose and can be yanked out of its connector. And I will show you the internals of that now. This is actually like 3 pieces here. Here, I'll go ahead and just untighten this one here so you can actually see that too. So we'll pop that off and unscrew that one. So it's like a 5-piece unit. This is your main connectors here. I checked one. Connection's fine. The wires are tinned, which is nice. But I'm not sure if I got that close enough. But if you can see here, all you see is the wire shielding. If you look on this one here, you can just barely see a little tiny gap there. But the wiring, now that could have been just the way it was manufactured, or it also could have been due to the fact that, let's get this bugger back together here without cross-threading it. And that goes back to, if these aren't tight enough, you can yank on the cord and pull that terminal right out. And there is a point there, if you get it to a certain slackness, it becomes a bit of an unpleasantry, we'll say. So as long as they're tightened up adequate so that it clamps onto the cord, they're good. So again, that's kind of a minor thing to for them to deal with there in quality control, but not something that can be costly to them. It's just a matter of another turn and a half. So overall, for a low-end light, the quality is not bad. Minor improvements, I must say, but that's pretty well lit. But yeah, getting over to the other side here, a little bit on the diodes and such. Not sure how to pronounce it, but the 660 nanometers are from a company XUYU. Don't really know anything about those. The 760 nanometers are from Samsung. The 5000K and 3000K are apparently Samsung 301Bs. There is a total of 208 blend of 3000 and 5000K. These are 0.3 watt diodes, so if we kind of do the math on that there, total wattage should be, with just the whites alone, 62 watts. We'll get into taking a few measurements and stuff on that there, seeing what's happening on the board level down the road a little bit further. But yeah, stay tuned for part 2. I'm going to pull out the little scope here, and yeah, we're going to have a little gawk at some of the diodes here and see the how they're mounted to the board, and also to take a look at this coating here, see how nice and clean it is. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little episode here, and before I forget, please leave your comments, likes and dislikes with Spider Farmer, any issues that you've had, or anything you feel that I should look into. I would be more than happy to look into it. And like I say, this company reached out. They seem to want to make things better, so I think I should give them the opportunity. Well, thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.